XRP has quite literally gone parabolic over the last couple months. And you know what's crazy about this is the fact that this is just, in my opinion, the beginning of a much larger move. And in this video, I really want to address that. But I also want to address what Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse just told us. Because it feels as though he just blew the lid off of something very important to know about, especially if you do hold XRP. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. Let's dive on in and let's talk about a few things first. Number one, XRP. When we look at price action on XRP in the last 7 days, we are up over 42%. And right now, it feels as though XRP is chopping and brewing for yet another big substantial move to the upside. Now, the big question is, what are people going to say when XRP breaks over $4? Because right now, even though XRP is trading well over $3.20 some cents, we are still hearing talks about how XRP has not broken all-time highs simply because of what CoinMarketCap lists. The number one thing that I want everyone to realize right now, if you are watching this video, is it does not matter where you think the all-time high for XRP is. We just know that once $4 is broken, every single target is broken. And yes, that price level will be reached and beyond, which means all of this talk about did or did not, it's all noise. All right? XRP will break to a new all-time high, shock a lot of people by how high it does go, and it all starts with one big thing. The 20th. January 20th is that big thing. Let's talk about it. Let's address it. So here we have over here, bullish. XRP's open interest has jumped 300% in 2025. Hitting a record 7.9 billion as the price reaches new all-time highs. With strong spot trading and increased whale activity, XRP's momentum shows no signs of slowing down. Now, I've said it many times before. Once we start to see the FOMO kick in for XRP, once we start breaking, previous highs, you are going to witness what FOMO really is. The entire space now is watching XRP. They are talking about XRP. The entire shift has happened in real time. No one's talking about Bitcoin. A lot of the talks right now is around XRP. And what's crazy about this is we still have comparisons of XRP versus Bitcoin. For an example, here we actually have XRP and Bitcoin trading volume being compared on Coinbase, with XRP flipping Bitcoin in terms of trading volume. XRP at 1.7 billion compared to Bitcoin's 1.3 billion. The shift right now in, scenery around this space, it's insane. It's actually insane. Now, we are also hearing talks of XRP flipping Ethereum. And we need to talk about this. We need to address it, and we will. But first, let's talk about what Brad Garlinghouse told us. Well, it all started over here. So this is January 14th. This is the CLO of Ripple. On January 20th, Gensler's war on crypto ends at the SEC. We asked the SEC to agree to postpone the filing of their opening brief in their appeal of our victory. Current deadline is January 15th, and they refused. What a waste of time and taxpayer dollars. Nevertheless, we are confident in our position on appeal and look forward to working with the new SEC leadership to resolve this matter. Now, this is not the post that I'm talking about, by the way, for those wondering. But we do have a post by Brad Garlinghouse saying Gensler very much on brand, completely dismissive of the 2024 election and the American public, fully commits on his failed regulation by enforcement agenda to the bitter end. So yeah, I mean, listen, as we really look at what the SEC is doing here, specifically Gary Gensler, it's not just the SEC, it's Gary Gensler mainly. He is digging the hole deeper. But like I said, we are 72 hours away from all of this changing. I am very excited to see what happens going forward after the 20th. But let's go over here real quick, because we actually have a new post regarding Paul Atkins, who, yes, is the new lead at the SEC. This is Kirsten Gillibrand, and we have had a great meeting with Paul Atkins, who has been nominated to lead the SEC. We discussed the need for clear crypto regulations that protect consumers and enable innovation. Now, again, when we think about what's happening here, everything has changed. The focus is on how we need clear crypto regulations. Not that we need to work on clear crypto regulations, that we need them now. It's urgent. It's imminent. Now, this is very important because we also have over here, Justin, President-elect Trump's SEC to revamp crypto policy and may pause enforcement, Reuters reports. This is very important for many reasons. Number one is that the attack on crypto from the SEC side is now coming to a close. On top of that, we are now going to start to see the regulators shift from attack to working with the industry. And this is where we actually start to see positive engagement on the regulatory framework side of things, and where we can start to build that bridge to clarity. And then we start to see adoption, utilization, and the rest is history. Well, let's actually go over here real quick, because we have from Chad Steingraber that the Ripple case will be dropped. Now, you might be saying, all right, well, Nick, how could the case be dropped? This is just one individual, some random individual on X, right? That's, been doing research, talking about XRP. So what does, this matter? All right. I admit it. You know what Chad says here? It's his opinion. Doesn't really matter, right? Where's the source? Let's go over here to Brad Garlinghouse, because he was recently at a summit, and this was actually his first time at this summit. This is the summit that I was talking about with Hedera. This is CFC St. Moritz, and if we actually looked at this, right, we could actually see that on stage they were discussing the path to 1 billion crypto users. With the largest capital markets finally embracing crypto and talks of crypto strategic reserves, and I suspect, this is Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, one that just met with Trump, is also having major discussions with this admin since going all the way back to the summer. And I suspect rather imminent U.S. regulatory clarity. A step function change in adoption is closer than you think. This is Ripple CEO. This is not some random kid over on X, putting out a post. This isn't, myself putting out a YouTube video saying, hey guys, look, it's imminent. This is Ripple CEO telling you that he suspects rather imminent U.S. regulatory clarity, and that adoption, a step function change in adoption, is closer than you think. You need to open your eyes to what is about to happen here. Now, on top of that imminent U.S. regulatory clarity, and yes, I do believe that this does mean that the Ripple case will be dropped, XRP will be unleashed in a big way, but we also have the XRP ETF. This has now soared to a 71% chance. Almost everyone assumes that we are about to see an XRP ETF. And don't forget that JP Morgan was also just predicting how much the XRP ETFs could attract in terms of investments. And if JP Morgan is already saying, hey, guess what? XRP ETFs could do this. They're making predictions. That means that an ETF around XRP could be very close. I'm not going to say in 72 hours or by the end of this month, but it could be very close. Now, close could be 2 quarters. But I do think it happens this year. It's inevitable. Now, let's go back to my original thoughts because I did mention Ethereum, specifically XRP flipping Ethereum. Mind you, XRP just flipped Bitcoin in terms of Google Trends. This is very important. And if we actually look right now, if we were to have the market cap of Ethereum at the current price level, XRP would be trading at about $7.13. If we were to hit the all-time high of Ethereum, we would be trading at about $9.93. The big question is that where XRP tops? Or are we going to go much higher? This would be Bitcoin's current price action. A $35 XRP. Now again, we don't know if that's going to happen, but we just, when we look at XRP, we just surpassed major companies out there. I do think that some of these other companies here could very well be passed up. We start with some of these lower ones, right? Like Tesla. We could even start with Walmart just, to gauge this. If we passed up Walmart, we're talking about 3.88% or 3.88x, sorry. This would be a $12.74 XRP. But what happens if we start to move quickly up the list and maybe we flip Meta? Well, all of a sudden you're talking about an 8.17x, a $26, almost $27 XRP. Again, I just want to put this in perspective because we're now starting to move away from comparing XRP to other crypto projects outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're now starting to compare Bitcoin to companies, to public trading stocks, because right now XRP is doing something very special. And it's very hard not to admit that unless you are an XRP hater. In the last month, XRP is up only about 27%. But that's only going back to December. If we look at the last year, this thing is up 470%. Guys, once we rally above those highs back here, which you could argue new all-time high, you could definitely argue new all-time high. If you're going off of this top wick, then yeah, we have a little bit more work to do. But once that's broken, there's nothing that people are going to be able to say. Yeah, sure, this might have, taken us 7 years, but how high can XRP actually go here? When we look at the space, yeah, alt season might start, very soon here. It might already be in progress, but Bitcoin still holds over 56% market dominance. I do think that XRP has a lot more fuel left in it. That's my opinion. If these things start to line up perfectly, and if we start to see what Brad Garlinghouse is saying, guess what? I do think that some of these price targets, some of these price predictions get thrown out they just get completely thrown out. They get completely thrown out. We don't know how high XRP could go. And if we start to see the utility shift in this space, then all price predictions, you might as well just forget them, because things can change very fast. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.